5th month, 1980. What was going on back then? Look at this beast. This one's got a story to tell. I've got heaps to talk about this one. It's had a big transformation. Now, Alan owns this. Alan's brought it to us for various reasons. So I asked Alan, before I do the walk around, tell me about it and how did it get to where it is. Now, Alan was driving a G60, a Nissan G60 in 1993, driving it back from Birdsville, and he decided he wanted something different. He said he liked the old Nissan, it was a good old car, but he wanted to start a tourer, and the old 40s were a bit more dominant, had a lot more parts out there, so he bought this one to set it up as a tourer. And this one came with a V8. It was already had the conversion done, and he really enjoyed it, but it didn't last too long. A few years in, he decided to put a 5 litre in it. The Holden engine, the first of the fuel injected 5 litres, a 304 I think they are. It's the old one, and it's still in there today, so he's enjoying that. But the big changes for Alan to this vehicle happened in 1997. That's when Alan decided that it was too rusty and it wasn't happening right. So first of all in the same year, he said he did the 3.7 diffs, changed the diff ratio, and being in 1980, he didn't have disc brakes. So Alan's put disc brakes on there. But the rust was so much that this whole vehicle is fiberglass. The lot, everything, the door, everything is glass on this. It was up at Noosa at Oz East. They're gone now, but he had the conversion done, 1997. The whole thing's glass. So it's transformed the car to what it is today, and this is really cool. Normally it's a lot more secure than this. I've unbolted it all just to show you, but we drop the bar forward, and there's pins actually go in the bonnet hinges here. There's more pins and safety at the front, but then, yeah, if you haven't seen one of these before, how cool's that? To get your whole car in glass. And we can see underneath the Holden V8, and that one, as you can see, it's been in there a long time. So it's in here for nothing of that. It's pretty much running on song. We didn't touch the engine, but I'll just show you under the engine bay to see she all fits quite snug, and the new look it gives it when you tilt the front. As I say, everything's glass. So the guards are actually in the front. It's hard to tell because it all blends in, but the whole front end has got a 50mm either side to give it a bit more width. And a few telltales when you look at cars in photos and stuff, you can see with fiberglass they don't have the lines, and they don't, for the structure they can't cut into them. So telltale signs that a car is glass or not glass when you're looking at pictures. Due to the wider steps, or the wider guards, sorry, now we've got wider steps, custom made alloy steps on it. And they're Al's done that, done it all the same time in 97. Check out this bull bar. Now, say it's got more to hold it, so up the front. This has been there pretty much the whole time, he said, and he said it's look how straight it is. You wouldn't know, but he's hit 4 kangaroos in one night, smashed through them, didn't even slow down. So those of us that tour and that, you need a good bar, and that bar's really doing its job. Underneath this thing, this visit to Mr Landcruiser, we've gone through it and done bushes, new pins and shackles I believe, but left the suspension as it is. The BFs, the Goodriches, we put them on there. Now this is just a daily for Alan, so, and we're doing bushes, tyres, a lot of little things underneath, some leaks and that, but we did, it's got dual fuel, and he had some problem with the fuel tank, so we've custom made him a new fuel tank to go underneath, and that's all plumbed up now, brand new fuel tank. And the old one was restricting the sway bar and things like that, so we've just modified the style of the old one, so now everything's, the sway bar's back in, everything's legal again. If you look at the back of this ute too, it's got a B&S ute feel about it, the bigger RM William mud flaps and the stickers all over it. Can't show you a picture of the other side, it's got naked women on it, so Al's a bit of a character. It's very unique, very custom 40. We'll go in and have a look inside, there's a few things going on. Look at this, I haven't actually mentioned it's an auto. So he's plumbed up the auto. It's nice to drive, V8 auto, has a lot of fun. Sometimes my walk-arounds I sit in the car. I don't fit in this one. Alan's an ex-jockey and I'm not, so I'm just going to stand outside of this one. I haven't been for a drive, I don't really fit. But inside we've got, again, it's all fiberglass, so this roof comes with the console. The console's all built into that, so it's not added in. So it's got the shelving, UHF, speaker and lighting all up there for now. I do notice some custom carpet that's quite worn out, but he's got his custom door cards too, which look very, very cool. And his aftermarket gauges, they look old and weathered. This car, as I say, Alan's bought this in 1993, using it as a daily, and now it's 2022 and he's still using it as a daily. Testament to I don't know, us car guys that like our old Land Cruisers that aren't into the new ones at all. Al's no different. He can't wait to get this one home. We've also just got a few little things. He keeps his fire extinguisher underneath here. This is a custom seat and it's also got vintage air. She's got aircon plumbed up, so the advantages of having the V8 and all the bracketry, he's plumbed up the aircon, so he's ready to go home on a hot day like today. It'll be nice and cool. Okay, so I haven't kicked this in the guts. Let's quickly kick it in the guts for a starter. Oh yeah, how I'd love to limmy bash this one. That's got a really sweet note, nice exhaust system. He's got a stack on the other side, so gives it that note. What I haven't mentioned, just little things, he's custom made his jack holder, custom made battery trays on either side of the vehicle. Again, is set up for touring. He bought this to tour, that's why he sold the G60. It does have at home, it's got a canopy for it, and so when he needs it, the canopy goes back on and he goes bush. And this one, I think he's up at Carwall or something, so he's got a fair drive just to get this bad boy home. So he's on his way in today, he's taking it home today. It's got its new custom fuel tank and a few other goodies just to maintain the thing. And it's good to see this beast still on the road all these years later, since the 5th month, 1980.